shells, well, you're going to get a twofer. This is the second time I did the review on this tank because the first time I did it, I have no clue where the video went. I can't find the friggin' thing. I think I accidentally deleted it. So anyways, I got the WZ-113GFT, and it is a frickin' beast. I wonder if that stands for frickin' tough, or fucking tough, or good fucking tank. This thing is awesome. It's a beast. It is a flippin' beast. Nothing scarier than that frickin' thing aiming at you with a 750 average damage with a decent reload and frontal armor to boot. So yeah, anyways, let's go over this little mean machine. So what do you get for your money, and is it worth it? Well, I'll tell you right now, hell yeah, it is worth it, and then some. So let's go over your armor. So on the front, you get 230 millimeters of very well sloped on just every angle. Look at this, lower plate, upper plate. Look at the angling on that. Look at the angling on the front of the tank. Plus, it's got this behemoth of a gun mantle. And then to top it off, yeah, let's see you hit that commander's hatch there at, 50 yards. Let alone you get out there further than that. You ain't hitting that commander's hatch. Thing's a beast from the front. And on the side, it's not too shabby. You get 80 millimeters of side armor, so you're able to side scrape and not get overmatched all right. And in the rear, well, it's pitiful on everything, and you only have 70. 70 is actually not bad for the rear of a tank, but it's flat everywhere. So the nice thing is you don't have to worry so much about HE shells hitting you and decimating you because it's got decent armor. So let's go over the big boomstick. So this is a 152 millimeter. The settings that, or the numbers they show here are stock, remember. That's with a zero crew or whatnot. So the rate of fire is 3.53 rounds a minute. Standard pen is 290, 395 is your premium, and it's a heat shell. And your HE is 90, which is actually very good for an HE shell. Average damage is 750 for standard, 750 for heat, and 1100 for your HE. Average damage per minute is 2647. Dispersion is 0.38, and your aim time is 2.5 seconds. Excuse me, I mean to cough in your ear there. So yeah, it's got a hell of a good gun. I wish I would have looked at those numbers before I had my match because I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I hadn't seen a review of the tank was part of the problem. The other part of the problem was I was shooting premium rounds. Well, I take that back. So long story short, and you'll see it. Uh, I shot a premium round right off the bat. Hit a low and just between me and the T95. Well, the T95 was a jackass. He just had to have this bush, and the dumb fucker almost pushed me off the ledge just trying to get it. I mean, I was trying to get out of his way, and he was still pushing me forward. I'm like, you freaking dick! I'm moving. I was gonna give him the spot, but he was such an asshole that he almost pushed me into the water. I hate fucking dickheads like that. I was so tempted just to back up and put a shell in him, but it's not worth it. Probably could have pushed him in the water. I don't know. This is got a pretty good size. Well, yeah, 650. He would have been able to. He would have been able to stop me from pushing him. But I try not and get shitty like that. But the guy was just a plain dick, and you'll see it in the beginning of the match. Just had to have that bush. His name was all over it. He owned it. He went to the realtor, and he bought that bush. Fucking dick. So, anyways, um, I shot one premium round, then I switched over to standard, and I hit two tanks. I believe a T32 and a T10, and it all it did was knock the track off of those shells. And I was getting pissed. So I finally get a couple shots in, and then I decide, screw it, I'm going to move forward. I've got to move forward to get some more damage, and I switched over to freaking heat, and I forgot to switch it back. I mean, I shot the side of a Yagzella with a heat shell that has 300. What's the pen on that? 390 something. 395. I'm like, you Jeff, you asshole. I'm like, what a, I couldn't believe I did it. 290 would have went through him easily. And then I turned around, I shot an ML2 or something in the keister again with premium shell. I forgot to switch it back, so. Oh, well, what are you going to do? I lost some credits, but, yeah, 'tis life. So anyways, we'll finish going over this rascal. So my rate of fire is 4.09 rounds a minute. My reload is 14.67, which is actually pretty good considering if you look at like the E100, the reload on that is like, 15, 16 seconds. So it's got a decent reload. Gun traverse is 2712, and your hull traverse is 31.29. Whew. So you got to be careful that you don't get circle strafed. Gun depression is 6, which is all right. But with the frontal armor on this, you can still usually, I won't say guarantee, but it's a good chance you're going to bounce rounds if they're shooting standard. Premium, well, you know how that goes. The problem I see is the elevation's only 15, so shooting up on hills and stuff, if you're close to a hill and you got to shoot up, you might have a little bit of problem doing that. The gun traverse is 12 and 12, which is pretty good. Aim time on mine is 2.18. Dispersion is 0.36, and my average damage per minute is 3,068. I wish this gun dispersion was down about even 0.34, 33. I mean, 3.6 is it's doable, but a lot of times, I mean, for one, you got to wait till that reticle shrunk all the way in, and pray to the RNG gods if it's anything at distance that you still hit. You get a good slab of hit points at 2,100. Again, your frontal armor is 230, side is 80, and rear is 70. 55-ton tank, so, it doesn't get up to a fast enough speed to really do a lot of damage when you ram stuff, but you'll do some. And with that 280 millimeters of frontal armor, there's a good chance you won't take a lot of damage. I mean, it'll go ramming into a moss or something because that ain't going to do you any good. 650 horsepower engine, specific power to weight's 11.7, which is pretty pitiful. 38 forward, 16 in reverse, so yeah, it's not the fastest machine in the world. My concealment's 21.38, but that's because I got 3 crew members with concealment, camouflage. Oh yeah, my load time's a little quicker because I have gun rammer, and my aim time's quicker because of the gun lane drive. My view range is 490, and that's obviously because I have the binocular telescopes, and my signal range is 750. But yeah, if you can get your hands on this, man, grab it. It's a beast. I got snakes on both sides. Yeah, snake bite. Yeah, because the distance, man, I'm telling you, they can't hit the commander's hatch. I mean, look at the angles on that front. They shoot you in the front plate, what's it going to do? Ping, ping. Hit you in the lower plate, ping, ping. They hit you anywhere in the front, it's going to bounce, hopefully, Obviously, with the amount of people that shoot friggin' gold, it'll still go through you. I mean, when I do it, it's usually by accident because I forget to switch it back because I'm a retard sometimes. But you'll see people that I'll be in a tank that has paper armor, and they will shoot you not they could take a second and go from the number 2 to the number 1, but they don't. They'll sit there and put round after round of premium shells into you in a tank that has, well, this one's got good armor, but let's say you're in something that doesn't. Type 61, let's say. It's a great gun, so-so armor, but not good enough to, bounce a whole lot. So somebody's shooting premium rounds at your Type 61 with, let's see what it's got actually. Yeah, 55 millimeters of hull armor, and you'll get hit, bing, 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 and every time you get hit, it's a premium round. They'll shoot you at this big commander's hatch with a premium round. And it's like, you friggin' idiot. I mean, do you have anything but premium rounds in your tank? And it happens like so much, it's not even funny. I don't know. People just, I don't know if they don't care about making credits, or maybe they think that's the only shell the tank carries. I just don't know. So anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I will be back with some gameplay for you. So just hold on your pantyhose, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we are in Fjords in the WZ113GFT. I still think that stands for good fucking tank, or great fucking tank. Or for the PG-13 or PG, it's good flippin' tank. So anyways, first round in this first match, I wanted to kind of test out the gun accuracy and stuff, so I decided I'm going to go up here and be a little camping biatch. Watch this T95 when we get over there. He's a flippin' asshole, and I guess he went down to his local realty and bought that bush, and gosh damn it, he was going to have that bush if he even had to push me off into the water, which he almost did. But yeah, so let's speed it up so we can watch this idiot stick here. I mean, I outrun him up here. This isn't the fastest tank destroyer in the world, but it's faster than the T-95. So I get up here and watch this jackass. And I was trying to get out of his way too. That's what cracks me up. Asshole almost shoves me in the water, and I was trying to get out of his way. So I get the bush here, and then watch this dickhead. This is my bush. I'm going to push you into water because I'm a fucking idiot. Look at this dickhead. I was trying to get out of the damn way too. I'm like, you fucking asshole. Look at this. This is my bush. Get out of my way. I will push you into water because I'm a fucking idiot. I'm like, what a damn douchebag. So anyways, this low, he decided to come up here and have his ass just ripped open by two tanks that do a lot of damage. So I was trying to stay away from fucking Bozo the Clown here next to me in the T-95 because obviously he was a fucking idiot. Matter of fact, what was his name? It was asshole. No, it's Mark Sawog. I'm thinking it's supposed to be stand for Mark Swag. It should be Mark Fag or Dipshit from SCCP. Sucky, crappy player. I bet that's what it stands for. Should say he's a dildo. What a fucking idiot. I couldn't believe he was doing that. I mean, it's like dipshit. I mean, there's more bushes. You didn't just have to own that bush, you faggot. I love players like that. Pieces of shit. So, the mighty low just gets melted almost. 1,465 damage. I did 756, and the idiot stick next to me in the T-95, he did the other amount of damage to it. So yeah, this thing, I like the looks of it. It's alright, you know, it's kind of boxy. A little bit of sexiness in the rear there. You know, it's got some good angles there. A little junk in the trunk. A couple tanks there. A little bit of a sleeping bag issue there. Maybe get tired, roll her out, go to sleep. Yeah, I definitely like it. This is, let me speed up just a little bit here. Because I kind of sit here waiting for these clowns to come out. You know, I wish the E75, T-34, and this T-30, I wish they would have backed up and let these guys come out. I mean, they can look at the mini-map and say, oh, look, there's a T-95 and this WZ, what the hell is this thing again? 113 GFT setting up there, and I think those two things got big boomsticks. So yeah, I hit the T-32. I did track him. I knew I freaking tracked it, and it didn't even show up that I tracked him. It said it didn't go through. I hit him in the track, so I assumed I knocked his track off. Then watch this shot. Boom! All I did was, didn't even take his track off. It damaged his track. Yeah, 300 or 290 penetration, and it just damages. Then he backs up, and I get loaded here. Could have kicked myself right in the face. Watch this. Duh! I should have waited another second, but, you know. And then here's that T-32 setting there. So yeah, I was like, the T-32, I know it pulled his track off because the T-95 did damage to it in my round. As I saw, as it hit, where the track popped off, it was right where I hit him. And then I hit the T-10 in the side, but I make up for it there, which kind of sucked because he only had like 300 and some. What do you have for health there? 296. That was pretty lame. I did get the spotting damage for the T-32, but it was all of 42, which I don't understand. Considering the dickhead next to me hit him for 700 and something. If I spotted him, how did I only get 42 spotting damage? Makes no sense to me, because it is spotting damage. I looked at it. It doesn't show this way. It did in the post-game stats. It said spotting damage. Because, I mean, even if I knocked his track off, there still should have said 7-something from Bozo the Clown next to me hitting him. So I'm sitting here picking my butt, and I get real anxious when stuff like this happens, because I like to do a good amount of damage. I think I'm going to wait here another minute. I about took off there, and I thought, oh, the Scorpion, gee, I'm going to get a shot. But he was staying kind of tucked in there. I couldn't get a shot off, and I'm like, finally, I'm like, screw it. Time to go get some damage and get away from this clown that's next to me. And we want to watch this thing move anyways. We want to see how beastly it is. Oh, crush that truck. Yeah, bitches. Yeah, this thing is, it's a beast. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. So let's speed up here. So I'm seeing this T30 and I'm starting to drool. You know, he's full health. I'm thinking, ha ha, cocksucker, here I come. Thought I was going to get a shot between the houses there. No luck. And I think, okay, cut to the left. He's going to come in front of me. Look at that. And then he gets melted. I think T30, yeah. What hit him there? Oh, Grill 15. Grill 15 hit him. So I was bummed here. I've only got 1,052 damage. I'm like, and I saw this and I'm like, nah, the chance of actually penning that is slim to none. I'm going to hold off, save my shell. Now I got a standard shell in there. Oh, I did shoot the Yagzel in the side with a standard shell. Good. I don't feel like such a retard now. But I did set it up to load a premium round for the next shell. Because I'm thinking, the Yagzilla, I can't one-shot him. The E75 between him and me, it's not looking like we'll one-shot him. So I come around here, and Taplawi, 783 damage, left him with all of 69. I was a little bummed about that because poor E75 got knocked out, but I figured, hey, I'll get on this dude's ass, and, you know, I got him in my rut, somebody else takes him out. So now it's time to go for this Elmo-1. Now this, I got a premium round. Ooh, oh, I don't have that frickin' mod on there. Oh, that must be where he hit me right here. I was going to say, I don't have that mod on here yet, that paintball mod to show exactly where he hits, but I'm guessing with that little mark right there, that's where it was. So, bounce one of his shells, and I go in for a kill. Well, go in to fuck him up. So I knock 663 off him, which 750 is the average damage, so, I don't know, do the math on that one. What's the lowest? It doesn't show. I'm going to look and see what the lowest damage the shell can do, because I bet you that was about the lowest that it can hit for. I mean, 663. Average damage is 750, and it did 663. It could have probably done lower, but still, come on. I prayed to the RNG gods last night, and I even sent them up some cookies and candy bars, bastards. So here comes the cavalry, and I'm thinking, let's get in here and get some more damage. I wanted this guy dead, so Kaplawi, he's gone. Unfortunately, oh, I was loading the HE shell. That was smart. Thank gosh the match was over. I meant to, man, I was hitting all sorts of buttons. I just noticed I hit my repair kit, which I didn't need to do, and I also accidentally switched it over to HE. Huh, I must have taken my retard pill at the very end there. Oh, look, I got the key bindings all freaking close, so you bump one key, knock all the other ones. Usually I don't do that though, so yeah, that's I'll blame that on retardation. I ate too many paint chips as a child. So, anyways, yeah, this thing's a beast, 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 beast. Yeah, I love it. So, get your hands on it, get it most definitely. Alrighty, so that was the WZ-113 GFT. We'll say it's the good flippin' tank, because it is good. So far, I'm loving it. But anyways, you guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So hopefully, I've got the volume fixed. It is what I thought when I reinstalled my NVIDIA, updated NVIDIA graphics drivers. It put everything back at stock, so my volume is really low. So hopefully, we get her all set up nice and loud for you. So here we are in Kharkov in the WZ-113 GFT again. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm throwing it on the end of this to show you I had a match in this, just to kind of give you an idea how good the frontal armor is on this thing. So I know one round I got the Aslan's mod pack reinstalled, so I've got my paintball mod, which basically shows where you get hit. You'll see one shot pens me right here, and I think it's because I was a little over angled, which kind of makes that a flat target, and he hit me right about there. The other one, I'm not 100% sure where he did hit me, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit. So we'll pay attention and kind of see. And so I get rammed in the keister, and before we get going, I'm going to go ahead and lower the volume on this because I can see it is A little bit loud. I think it's the ambience one that's... There we go. Alrighty, so hopefully you'll still be able to hear the bangs and booms, and you'll hear my big mouth. Yeah, the last video I did, normally I check it before I, go ahead and post it. I watched it. It sounded good to me, but that's because it was with the settings that I had for my headset, and it was just sounded good. So I went ahead, put it on YouTube, and I went to check it on YouTube to make sure it uploaded fine and everything. If I don't sit there and stitter and stutter, I went to check to make sure it uploaded all right, and so we get rammed by the Leopard PTA there. Must be drinking a little bit of beer. And I noticed it was like real pitiful. You could barely hear it. I was like, oh my God, this is sad. So I was going to pull it, but I figured, no, I'll just go ahead and leave it and fix the volume so that they don't show up with low volumes anymore. So I picked the corner here because if you can obviously see, we had one guy come down here, and that was in the Sheridan, and he hauled tail. So we have nothing basically covering this area right here besides me. I noticed we had an object sitting back here. I think he must be... Oh, I forgot you can't do that with a tank destroyer. He must be AFK. I'm pretty sure he gets going in the match here in a little bit. But on this corner, you can use this step to hide your lower plate and get shots at stuff kind of down here. And you can also use this Tiger right here, and you can position yourself where all it can hit is basically, your upper superstructure. So that's what I attempt to do here. And that Bat Chat comes out, and we just hammer him for 749, which was a nice hit. 750 average damage, so 1 point off of the average damage. I'm not going to complain. He was having a little trouble getting out of there. I thought I was going to get him, but no such luck. So right here, that 140 pops out. And the mistake I made is I kept pulling forward a little bit too much and exposing my side to the guys on the right. So I shoot at the Type 61, and that's the one that pinned me right there. I wanted to see. Yeah, so basically what happened was, you can see right there, I was angled too much this way, and that's why he pinned me. If I'd have been straight on, I'd say about a 90% chance he would, probably more like a 95% chance he would have bounced. But, so we kind of get back here. That, I think it was the MX-30 there that took a shot at me, or it might have been the Type 61 on that. Well, it was the Type 61, duh. And he bounced, and you'll see he actually hit me straight on. I was facing straight on. So with this, you really want to face straight on. If you angle it too much, then it flattens these side panels out, and that's how they can pen you. So yeah, straight on, you can see, tried hitting that side panel, and just ricocheted off, or bounced, whatever you want to say. And I get hit in this lower plate I love. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, look at the angles on this thing. It is just, jeez, yeah, good luck penning that. So anyways, I figure I'm going to come around this corner here. Lower plate on the right side is pretty well covered. I'm at probably too much of an angle. And right there, I take one shot by a Yag Tiger right in the side. If I can keep this up. Oh, you be kidding me. I got the paintball mod on here. It's not even going to let me see where he hit me. Sorry, guys. It's, that building's right in the way. He must have hit. Oh, yep, right there. Bing, bing, right down in here. So yeah, he hit me. It was a straight on shot for him though. So that's what I mean by I came around that corner a little too much. I should have, stayed back a little further than what I did. So I back up, reposition. I see a Type 61 kind of cutting around to the right. So I figured he probably thinks he's, not spotted. He comes out. We blast him for 738. So got a low roll there. That object 430-2, I guess, wanted to give him his lower plate. He's leaning up against that tank, which in turn is just giving the enemy his lower plate. I wish I'd have been ready for that AMX 30 right there. He's trying to bait a shot, then he backs out, and you'll see him sit there for a second, and then he comes around to the left. So he must have thought he was invisible. So Bat Chat, puddling along, and I was able to pop him and take him out and back up. I take a shot at, it's a tank destroyer, I know that. Alright, so we just got hit by a Jagdtiger again. So he's setting back. Let's see, where did that one hit? Oh, right here. So that means he's directly in front of us now. He's just setting so far back. He's not spotted, obviously, because I'm moving around, so my nods aren't kicked on, and we have nothing up there spotting. So he's setting back there, you know, probably, I imagine, somewhere right over in here, maybe over here. And he just took a shot, standard round AP, and hit upper plate. And that's what I mean by it's got such good angle, it just bounces them. So AMX 30 just pops me, and I don't know why it does that. And he hits me right up on the gun mantle here. I want, you know, this gun mantle's a nice chunk right here, in a spaced armor, but you can see he hit me right on the side, literally right in the corner right there, and that's still pretty darn thick, and I still think that's considered spaced armor. Trying to get it. My mouse, I need to pick a new mouse up. This one, I love it. It's the Rat 9. It's a cordless mouse. I've had it for like almost 3 years, and the buttons are getting kind of where you press it once and they just, it's like you press it 3 times. So I see that Jagdtiger down there. Aim at his lower plate, let it shrink, green light, and it bounces. Critical hit, so I think I took his engine out actually. Not 100% sure. So I see the stuff that's coming up behind us here, and it's getting awful close. Yeah, and that Object 704 is taking up a position that he's kind of angled right there. Looks like our Object 140 that was AFK finally took off. So this Type 61, I was hoping to get a shot on that Object 140 there, but he gets behind the building quick. I think he actually shoots me. I can't remember if he pens. I think he bounces. But this Object 60, Type 60, or Type 61 screwed. 704 is one side. I'm on the other. Okay, right there. I was obviously angled because I was shooting at that Type 61. Where? Oh, right here. Yeah, you can see it right in here. I love this program, or this mod, this paintball mod. You can see where the rounds hit you. I would have never found that, you know, seen that he hit me right there if I didn't have this on there. But again, lower, you know, the lower superstructure underneath where the armor is, and I was also aimed to the right, so he was able to just pop one right in my lower. He would have probably, I don't know, that'd have been iffy at that angle. He might have just bounced if he would hit me in the side, so it was smart on him to shoot me in that lower superstructure down here. You know, it was a good shot because he got between the track and the, you know, the upper frame. So if he would have hit the track, it probably would have knocked the track off. I don't know if it went through or not. It might have just knocked my track off. But you can see if something shoots this in the front, yeah, it is not going through. Well, so that's the end of the match. And again, this thing is just, I love it. It's great. I was gonna, oh, it doesn't show on there. Anyways, this is my 4th match in it. I've got, it was a 1,748 win 8 with 4 shots, 2,400 damage right on the button. We blocked 1,190. So, yeah, 4 shots with a 1,700 win 8. That's, you know, it's not fantastic, but it was only 4 shots. So I'm still yet to get into a grand battle. I'm chomping at the bit to get into one, and I have not yet, and it's just, it's killing me. I checked, and I've got it highlighted to get in the grand battles, so I don't know if everybody else is having the same problem, but I haven't been able to play a whole lot because I was down in Houston, Texas the other day dropping a load of humanitarian stuff off for the, relief for the hurricane victims. And, it's considered a hot load. They wanted it down there, so I got down there as quick as I could. And now I'm heading up to Pennsylvania. And I got to do a 34-hour reset, so I'm stuck here for a couple days. So hopefully I get a good chance to get into a grand battle. But as of yet, no luck. Kind of wondering if you guys are having the same issue, if you're not getting into them. I checked, triple checked, double checked, and I've got it highlighted. So it's just, I guess, luck of the draw if you get in one of those. But I'm really itching to get into it. With my luck, I'll probably get into it and get, one shot or something. That's just kind of luck I have. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this add-on to the end of the other battle with the review of this beast, and it is a beast, I tell you. If you can get your hands on this WZ113 GFT, get it. It is phenomenal. So anyways, you guys take it easy, be safe, and I'll see you on the battlefield.